Hello and welcome to this week's Wednesday vlog. Hey guys, it's Meggi Liz and welcome to this week's Wednesday vlog. So if you watch my videos, or at least the most recent ones, then you know that this video probably doesn't come as a surprise to you guys that I am doing it. That's right, I am going to be doing 20 facts about my favorite YouTuber, which is Markiplier. By the way, ignore all the noises you hear back there. It's super windy outside and we have the back door open, so you might hear some stuff. No, my house is not haunted, it's just the wind. Anyway, so yes, I'm going to be doing 20 Markiplier facts. If you have watched any of my most recent videos, then you probably know that I am such a huge fan of him. He is my favorite YouTuber. I binge watch his videos every single day. Especially because I didn't really get into his videos till like a couple months ago. Because I was never really a huge fan of gamers. And then I started watching a couple like smaller gaming channels like Cub Scouts and Laserbeam. And I didn't really get into his videos until then. So I've been binge watching his videos to try to catch up. So yeah, but he has like 2,000 videos, so it's gonna take me a while. But anyway, let's get this video started with my number one fact about Markiplier. He can do binary math in his head. So while he's doing all this type of math stuff in his head, I can barely do it with a piece of scrap paper and a calculator right by me. But, like, let's be serious, like, that is incredible that he can do, like, math in your head is hard enough, but binary math, like, that is impressive. So I gotta give him props for that one. Number 2, he had braces when he was younger. So did I, but he probably looked so much better with them than I did. But anyway, like, that is definitely something I did not expect. Yeah, I never would have pictured him ever having to have them, because with pictures I have seen of him, it looked like he had pretty straight teeth. But it must have been, like, before those pictures were taken. I don't know. But yeah. Number 3, he used to have a lisp. So, unlike some of these facts, I actually did know that one. Because I know he mentioned it in one of his videos, and actually, when he sometimes talks, or talks for a long period, I've actually caught him still kind of having a lisp. But he said that, like, when he was a little kid, like, elementary school is when he had it, and he ended up taking, like, classes and things like that to, like, speech classes. So, yeah. Number 4, and probably the most heartbreaking one, he used to be in an abusive relationship when he was younger. To be honest, that one's actually kind of hard to believe, only because, like, he is just such a genuinely good person. I mean, maybe, like, that is one of the reasons why he is, like, the good person he is today, is because he went through something like that. But it is extremely hard to wrap my mind around it, because he is just such a generally good person, so I never would have expected him to be in any type of abusive relationship. I don't know if it was physically abusive or mentally. I think I might remember him mentioning that it was physical in one of his videos. I don't know which video though, so don't take my word for that, but I swore, like, that sounds so familiar, like, that fact, because I'm pretty sure I'd remember him mentioning something about that, and I think I do. But anyway, so yeah, he was in an abusive relationship. He used to work as a bartender. That I knew 100% sure about, because I know he mentioned it in several of his videos that he used to work as a bartender. It couldn't have been that long ago though, because, like, he got famous off of YouTube when he was, like, what, 23, 24? He's 27 now, and the drinking age is 21. So he must have been either 21 or 22, I'm guessing. I don't know. Don't really know too much about that one. Number 6. He was very shy as a teenager. To be honest, that one kind of surprises me because in a lot of his videos he's very outgoing, which I mean, yeah, it did say like when he was a teenager. But usually you can tell, even like years after they kind of get through that phase, that they were shy at one point, and I definitely can't sense it whatsoever with him. So yeah, it's definitely kind of shocking. Number 7. He went to a Christian school until mid-elementary. That one I definitely was kind of surprised about, just because like I never heard of that one or nobody hinted at that one, and he has never talked about in any of his videos, I don't think. Like, at least the ones I've watched. um, but yeah, that one, I don't really have too much to say about that one. I actually used to go to a Christian school as well, but not when I was a little kid. I went my 9th and 10th grade year, so about halfway through high school. So yeah, I don't really have too much to say about that one. Number 8. He doesn't like when people over-sexualize him because it makes him uncomfortable. Wow, he must feel uncomfortable all the time, because I've seen some of the edits and things like that that people have made, and holy shit. To be honest, I don't blame him though, because I definitely would feel uncomfortable as well if something like that were to happen. So I definitely don't blame him, because it definitely is a very uncomfortable thing to go through. So I completely understand with that one. Number 9. When he was a kid, he wanted to be an astronaut. To be honest, that one doesn't really surprise me, because he definitely, like, to be an astronaut, you have to, like, really know a lot of things, and he definitely knows a lot of things that he could be one. So it really doesn't surprise me that he wanted to be one when he was a kid. I think everyone at some point wanted to be something like that. Me, on the other hand, I never wanted to be an astronaut or anything like that. But I think that would actually be kind of a cool job to do, and yeah. Number 10. He was a Wiggle on a Bart Baker parody. So, for just a couple of seconds on a Bart Baker parody for Wiggle by Jason Derulo, he actually did appear. And I actually just looked it up. If you want to go check it out, just type in Wiggle by Bart Baker, and it should be the first result that comes up. And basically is 2 minutes and 40 seconds into it. If you don't want to watch the entire video and you just want to see what part Mark's in, he is the purple Wiggle. Number 11. His favorite movie is Terminator 2. Weirdly enough, I was just talking about this movie with, well, the first one with my dad, like, just a couple days ago, and a lot of you guys are probably gonna hate me for this. Just like when I admitted I've never seen Harry Potter, any of them, I've never seen any of the Terminator movies. Even though I do know what most of the movie's about, and I know that Arnold plays the Terminator, and it's a huge action movie. Maybe that's why I haven't seen it, because I'm not like an extremely big fan of action movies. It really has to capture my attention for me to watch more than like half an hour of it. So yeah, I have never seen it, but that is his favorite movie. And yeah. Number 12. He is double jointed in his arms and legs. If you are a huge fan of him, then you of course know that he can turn his feet literally all the way back to where his feet, instead of pointing forward, they're pointing backwards. So if you're a fan of him, then you probably know that fact about him. I, on the other hand, did not know that he was double jointed in his arms. I did not know that. I knew he definitely was in his legs, though, but not his arms. Number 13. He loves to try new things. To be honest, I think that is a really good thing, because that means he isn't afraid to try weird and odd things, which I think is great. And, comment down below if you also like to try new things, and what is the weirdest thing that you've ever tried? Number 14, he does not like to gamble. To be honest, neither do I, because I don't really feel like spending tons of money and have a chance of not getting any of it back. Like, no thank you. Like, if there's a chance that I won't get more than what I gave, like if there's like a rare chance of that, then I'm not gonna do it because I'm not gonna lose money for something stupid. So like blackjack, like I like playing blackjack, but like with my friends with like no gambling with it, but like poker and things like that, which I actually know how to play poker, but I'm never going to use that to my advantage. So yeah, he does not like to gamble, which I think is probably a good thing. Number 15, he cannot drink. So if you are also a huge fan of him, then you know that he cannot drink. And if you want to know why, I will tell you. Well, actually, I don't know why he can't, like what physically makes him not be able to, but I'll tell you about how he found out. Basically, he was back in Cincinnati, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he was back in Ohio. And basically, he was drinking with his friends, and he was, I think, like 24? It wasn't that long ago. I think he was like 24. And basically, he passed out. Like, not like the normal passed out when you, like, get, like, super hammered and passed out. No, like, he only had, like, 1 or 2 beers. So basically, he was rushed to the hospital by his friends who he was drinking with and found out that he had a miniature or mini, I guess, heart attack. And before I go on, no, his heart is perfectly fine. It's nothing about his heart that really caused it. His heart is in perfect condition, so don't freak out. Like, he even said when he told the story that he is completely fine. Nothing is physically wrong with him. But basically, he had a heart attack, and they told him it was because he drank. And something basically in his body didn't want him to drink, and that's what caused the heart attack. Like I said before, I don't know what caused it, like if it was his liver or if it was his heart. I don't know. But yeah, long story short, he can't drink. Number 16, he doesn't celebrate his birthday. He hasn't since he was a kid. To be honest, I kind of understand this one too, but I have a completely different reason why I don't like to celebrate my birthday alone, I guess, or just the focus on me. But him, he doesn't celebrate it at all. I don't know why. Maybe it was a childhood trauma that he went through that made him just not want to celebrate anymore. Or maybe he just doesn't like it. I know he said that he doesn't like receiving gifts. So maybe that's why. Like, he hates receiving gifts. Like, he loves to, like, give other people gifts, but once someone gives him a gift, he hates it. Like, he said that he would, like, accept it, but that doesn't mean that he, like, feels the best about it, just because he doesn't like receiving gifts. So, maybe that's why he doesn't celebrate it. I don't know. Number 17. He used to be able to do a back handspring. Yeah, I can't do anything like that, even if I tried. um, I don't know, like, how old he was when he wasn't able to do it anymore. I don't know if, like, maybe he still can, but he just hasn't tried. I have no idea. That's definitely something that he can only know, and, yeah, so. Number 18. He is a very creative swearer. To be honest, if you watch his videos, you would know that he literally can come up with, like, the craziest cuss words that you probably haven't ever heard of. Or he can combine two cuss words, or two or more, that you never thought would go together, but end up going perfectly together because he did it. Number 19. His favorite book genre is fantasy. To be honest, I think that is probably one of my favorites too, just because it just has so much imagination to it and so much creativity to it, and I really don't blame him for that. Like, most people's favorites are like mystery, horror, or things like that, but fantasy is definitely a very good genre because it has so much creativity to it, and you can literally Like, you can also just put yourself into the book, and it's just amazing. I definitely don't blame him for that one. Number 20, the very last one, which is he made his YouTube name by combining Mark and Multiplier. So, until I found that fact, I had no idea. But that definitely makes sense because he wanted to use his name, of course, but also knowing him, and he wanted to use Multiplier, which I find very fascinating. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up, smash that like button, and also comment down below if you also did not know any of these facts, or like just comment which ones you didn't know and which ones you did. And also comment for suggestions on upcoming videos, because I would totally take suggestions. And also subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. All my social media will be down in the description, so go follow me on my Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and Musically. It will all be down there. And I will see all of you in the next video. As always, bye guys. In his name, so I definitely find that very creative. Fuck you. Welcome to